It's not too often I get to review something I bought a physical copy of in advance. Steven Wilson, Home Invasion in concert at the Royal Albert Hall. I picked up this DVD on release day, and I have to say, I kind of bought it on impulse. I wasn't really planning to buy any live DVDs that day, but the bug hit me and I had to have it. And overall, I find it's a pretty nice package. And considering that I'm going to be going to see Steven Wilson live in concert in Hamilton in a couple of weeks, I thought it might be good to check out what he's been doing on this tour. Now, this DVD was recorded on the first leg of his To the Bone tour, which, of course, is supporting this record here. And the DVD's setlist does primarily focus on material from that album, as well as his previous record, Hand Cannot Erase. There are a few surprises in the setlist, though, including some material from his Porcupine Tree days, which is a very big bonus for those of us who have been following his career for as long as someone like myself has. And even though they're not included in the full big production concert section, there are a couple of bonus tracks including Hand Cannot Erase and Routine, and I do like that they added those touches to the DVD. I really enjoy the visual aspect of the DVD, just the way the venue was lit, the way it's all filmed. There aren't too many insanely quick cuts like I see on a lot of prog and metal concert DVDs lately. I like that the audio mix is really balanced and it's just a really good mix. And I think the performances from the band are pretty much spot on. The only real holdovers in his band from the Raven That Refused to Sing tours are Adam Holtzman on keyboards and Nick Beggs on bass and Chapman stick. Also joining the band for the performances on this DVD are drummer Craig Blundell, who is surprisingly very Gavin Harrison-esque in the way he plays, and guitarist Alex Hutchings, who, I'll put it this way, replacing Guthrie Govan is an ordeal. He manages to pull it off, which is surprising, because replacing Guthrie Govan is something no human being should be capable of doing. But here we are, and he does do a pretty wonderful job. The packaging is also pretty nice, too. I mean, there isn't really anything special about it. It's just sort of a digipack style kind of thing, and it just opens up to reveal the DVD, the two CDs. They're nice, colorful discs. I really like the look of it. And you've got the booklet, which has just some, standard sort of pictures of the band and of the venue. Just some very nice, the credits, of course. Nothing really extreme going on. It's just a very standard package, but it's a very nicely put together package. There are a couple of personal touches that I really enjoy with this DVD as well. First off, being during the song Permeating, where he kind of goes into a little bit of a tirade before the song about prog snobbery. And I mean, I kind of get it, but at the same time, when you see the audience after the song Permeating, there isn't a lot of booing or derision going on in that audience. They're every bit as into that song as they are into a 12-minute prog behemoth like Arriving Somewhere But Not Here, which is, of course, one of the Porcupine Tree songs that is included on this DVD. On a personal note, too, one of the other Porcupine Tree songs that's featured here, Even Less, is a stripped-down version of the song that features just Steven on guitar and vocals, no other instrumentation, and I like the bit where he walks out with this little guitar amp, like, yay big. It's a Tubemeister 5 by Hughes and Kettner. I actually own a Hughes and Kettner Tubemeister 18, which is a bigger version of that amp, and I run it at 5-watt mode, so I essentially use the exact same amp that Steven Wilson used on that song. Kind of nice to know that one of my favorite guitar players and artists kind of endorses a product that I use. It does make me feel a little bit vindicated. So overall, I'm glad that I bought this package. There isn't really anything over-the-top special about it. It's not like it's an anniversary commemorating a certain album, or it's not like a special edition with a bunch of vinyl box sets and stuff. It's a really standard live DVD+CD package for those of us who just want something standard like that from an artist like Steven Wilson. This is a great package. The audio mix is great, the videography is well done. The set list might be a little too heavy on the recent material for some fans, but I personally really liked To the Bone, and I'm rediscovering a lot of tracks from Hand Cannot Erase through this because I never really got all that into that record, but hearing the versions of Regret Number 9 and Ancestral on this record really kind of drove those tracks home for me a bit more, so I can't say I'm unhappy I purchased this. And then there's the fact that I'm seeing Steven Wilson in a couple of weeks. This is going to give me a bit of a taste of what to expect from that show. So I'm definitely glad I picked up a copy. And I think that for someone who is just a bit of a casual Steven Wilson fan, or someone who just wants to have everything he's put out, there's nothing wrong with this DVD set. It's still very good. Do check it out. The songs are on Spotify too, so if you don't really feel like watching it, you can just listen to it. But I do feel like you're missing something from the process if you only listen to it in audio form. The videography is kind of what makes this package. As always, thanks for watching.
Yesterday is a place where